Teardown was work. Assembly is fun. The machine will be new as soon as we're done. Everything laid out and ready to go. We'll start at the top. Easy parts first. Put the new steel on the steam wand valve shaft. The assembly parts. Retaining nut. Fit the knob. Align the holes. Insert the pin. Drive it home with a hammer. First, screw in the shaft all the way, then the nut and tighten. Fit the new seal on the boiler knob. Move on to the group, most complicated part. First, lube up the seals. Lube it on the back and the sides, not in the V. Don't load it up. Slide it over the body with the V pointed downward. Work it into the groove with a blunt probe. It'll fit right in. Slides nicely. Lube the other seal, the V pointed up. Slide it onto the piston, and once again, align with the tool till it snaps into place. The rod seal washer goes in, like so. The 4-hole washer on top, then the clip to hold it all together. Put in the clip, use your other finger to push it down into the hole. Check that it's snapped in place properly and the clip moves. Lubricate the rod, the piston. Put some between the two seals. Again, don't load up the V's. Some in the cylinder. Thin coat all around, not too much. Spread the Dow 111 evenly. Insert the piston rod through the rod seal, wiggle and push. Once it pops through, exert pressure with your thumb. Look inside and work the leading edge of the first seal into the cylinder. Push and the rest will follow. Align the hole in the rod. Lubricate the pins. It fits just so. First pin in. Push it through. There's the bushing. Back pin. Push through. Clips on. Then go on with your fingers. Now, the top nuts. The first, tighten all the way down. Back off just a little. Check the seal. You should see just a bit of the seal showing. Cap nut. Tighten the two against each other. Now, the group gasket fits over the dispersion screen, and the entire unit installs as one. Start the gasket into the groove with a screwdriver, and then use your portafilter as the final tool to seat the gasket, just so. Spin on the siphon tube, check for alignment. Group the boiler seal in place. Install the group onto the boiler, finger tight on the bolts. Final tightening each side. 10mm wrench does it. That part's done. Now, the heating element, new gasket, work it into place with a screwdriver, make sure it's even. Move on to the base, 2 gaskets. The top gasket, apply dry. Put onto the boiler. Add a bit of oil to the threads, not to the gasket. Make sure it fits on the machine. Lubricate the lower gasket. Dow 111. Spread it evenly. This allows the flange nut to slide. Install the gasket. Install the flange. It should move smoothly, finger tight, all the way down. This is enough to hold the boiler still. Check for alignment. You won't get a second chance. Use the big tool, the big spanner wrench. Tighten it down. If you don't have the spanner, there's many other methods. It helps to take a knee grip, hold it still and steady, a little tap just to check. On goes the heating element, 3 bolts, finger tight. Use your Allen wrench and a little cheater bar to snug it up evenly all around. With that part done, now the wiring. Hook up the wires as per the diagram. In this case, we're adding a thermal safety fuse. The original didn't have one. We're wiring it in on the neutral wire. It breaks the entire circuit. Mount it under the brass common bar. Now, the safety valve, the pressure valve. Tip the machine over. Balance the ball bearing in the hole. Put on the drip cup. Then the spring. Add the top housing carefully. When all is in alignment, finger tighten the housing. Finish tightening, 16 mm wrench. Onto the sight glass. Easier to install than remove. Lower seal, bearing washer, upper seal. Housing with nuts. That top bearing washer is a bit difficult to install. Once it's there, tighten the top nut. Just grab a thread, just a thread. Loose but grabbed, lubricate the glass. It should slide easily straight down through the entire housing. Make sure it's seated in the bottom, push down with a wooden stick. Nice. Tighten the nuts, lower, upper. Insert the top screw and tighten it down. Steam wand on, nice and tight. Lever grip, we're almost done. It's time to say, nice machine.